Halo semuanya, selamat datang di channel Guvir Sport.
Feeling good. You know, it's been had a good little layoff after the fight. Obviously the fight didn't go to plan, to what we had planned, and there was unforeseen circumstances that caused that. But like I said, it is what it is now. I'm moving forward. I'm excited to go out there, perform again. I feel like I'm going in there to put my wrongs right. I feel like I owe it to the UK fans, I owe it to myself, and yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's always risk. One guy's going to win, one guy's going to lose. But if you look at it that way, for me, it's a lot less risk. I beat Leon. I become the #1 contender. God forbid if I lost, I'm still right where I'm at. So for me, it's just a huge opportunity to show who I am in this division and go out there and be ranked #1 after beating Leon.
Leon said in a previous interview that he's been told that the winner of this is the #1 contender. If you had that confirmed that if you win this, you'll get a title shot next.
The last thing I asked was about that. I'm just worried about winning the fight, and I'll land where I land. You know, I beat Leon. I'll be right on my way to where I'm trying to go.
I think it's pretty similar for us the wrestling takedowns. He probably got more submission threats in it as Usman and Colby's, and the Bilal, the more like riding pressure kind of wrestlers. He's more he will go for stuff, you know what I mean, which give more space to get up basically, or to reattack. So if you've seen from the Burns fight, Burns was able to get up every time and reattacks every time, you know what I mean, because he kind of creates scrambles. As the other guys are more like pressure wrestlers, I would say probably.
Yeah, I was trying to get this fight originally after my Gilbert Burns fight. It didn't happen. Obviously, Jack got the fight. So, but yeah, when you have only 4 or 5 guys ahead of you in the division, it's a little bit easier to get ready for guys. So you kind of are always just training with knowing in mind that I could fight Leon, I could fight Jack, I could fight Kamaru or Shavkat. So you kind of just have those thoughts in your back of your mind. So yeah, and it's a fight I wanted. I've southpaw, tall guy. I've had opponents like that in the past, so it's nothing new.
How do you assess Leon's last performance in comparison to his previous ones as champion?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't his best performance, but if you go and you look stylistically at like when he fought Kamaru, even the third time, Kamaru still did very well. That fight's a lot closer than what I think people remember it to be. And then obviously the fight before that, before he landed the head kick, Kamaru was dominating him, you know, same way Bilal was. So, yeah, Leon's he's slick. He's a very good striker. I just have to be present in the moment for 25 minutes, and I'll get my hand raised.
It was that small when I walked up. I thought, like walking towards him, yeah, like his back turned to me, right? I thought, I look for what the fuck, Sean. Then turned around. I was like, what the hell? So yeah, I think it's about 5'9", probably 5'8", 5'9". I feel like the size difference, the reach, the strength will play a big part in the fight, you know.
I think you said in a previous interview that you've been told that this is a #1 contender fight. You've been given assurances you've got the title fight if you win this. For
me, yeah, 100%. I feel like I'm still ranked #1 in the division. There's been no movement in the division since I last fought. I'll go out there, get a good performance against Sean, put him away. Finish him. I feel like that put me right back in line to where I feel I belong, you know, and yeah, 100%.
I don't think he set a blueprint. I'm going to go do. Me and Bilal are different fighters, but it definitely showed some things that I was already confident in doing. But yeah, I'm a different fighter, and I think it's going to look a little bit different this time.
And last one from me, just on the topic of Bilal. Obviously, he's the one guy who has given you your sort of sole career loss at the moment. How much extra motivation is that to know that potentially he could be next for you and you could get the chance to maybe avenge that and get the belt at the end of it?
Yeah, it's definitely motivation, but I know eventually we're going to fight again, whether I fight Bilal when he's champion or if I fight Bilal for a #1 contender spot. Eventually it's going to happen. You know, I have nothing but respect for Bilal. He gets a lot of hate for no reason, but yeah, it's definitely one I want to get back as a competitor.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like Saturday night is more for me, right? I want to go out there and put my right wrongs, and I know that I'm better than what Manchester was, you know what I mean? And it's more about going out there and just putting it right for me more than anybody else, you know what I mean? And just showing the world like who the fuck I am, you know.
And you mentioned there that you earmarked Leon as a potential opponent after the fight in Gilbert. was it the stylistic matchup or just the fact that he's a former champion and you could use him as a stepping stone to get to where you want to be that made you want to fight him?
Yeah, former champion. I have goals in my career that I want to hit, like fighting UFC veterans, fighting guys who have fought for the belt. Then I want to fight somebody who was a former champion, which is Leon. So I just something that would get me in the direction I want to go, and something personally. If it was Leon or Kamaru, that's like the kind of guys I was looking for. Nothing but respect, but yeah, just trying to get those names on my resume.
What was the prediction?
He said the submissions.
Okay.
Second or third round.
I can't see that happening. I've never been in a submission threat in my career, really. I fought better jiu-jitsu guys than him. For me, I'm going out there to put my weight. Like I said, if Bilal can stop you with punches, I'm going to hurt you. You know what I mean? And like I said, seeing the size difference, I feel like once it feels my physicality, yeah, I feel like I'll stop him, you know. And
Give 'em prayer hands, say what's up, America. Half of you should know me, right?